What's good? What's good? Today is Saturday. It is the weekend of the No Kings protest. I already made a video on that, so if you want to see my thoughts on that, check out yesterday's video. And I just want to add this quick note because I also discuss in that video, I connect the fact that Israel is subverting America and a lot of other countries. And I didn't even mention Jeffrey Epstein. I totally should have mentioned him because he is a huge piece in that very complicated puzzle. And I said a no word. I said his name in the first minute. YouTube's probably going to suppress this video. So if you would like to help me, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Check the description for a link to get your own No Division shirt or your own Not Everything is a PSYOP, but most things are shirt. Because that is a message that if you can really break past the cognitive dissonance and embody the fact that not everything is a psyop, but most things are, it will really help you understand what is going on in the world today, because it is extremely difficult to discern any sort of truth in this manufactured reality that we live in. Anyways, why is this reality so manufactured? Well, it's because the elites like to control power and resources, and we as humans, we are just a resource to them. We are essentially cattle to them, tax cattle, servants. We are the servant class for the elite class. They literally think they are better than us. Like, some people believe genetically that they are just superior as a result of their lineage, like the aristocracies and whatnot. But anyways, I would encourage you to read a history book, because history is full. Literally all of human history is just different forms of governments and different forms of religions controlling people. There's never been a time in history where humans have truly been free. That has nothing really to do with this video, but I wanted to get that stuff out there real quick. This video, actually, it is very connected because a lot of people are in a very similar situation to me. They might not be living in a minivan, but they are consumed by stress around resources, around money, around housing, around finding quality food, around having enough discretionary income to enjoy their hobbies and to support their families. So many people are struggling right now, and it's intentional. It is so intentional. It is the ruling class doing what ruling classes do. I'm gonna stop getting crazy, I'm sorry. Coffee, it's got me going. Anyways, okay. Recycling. I don't know where it's like where you live, but here in Washington State, especially in Seattle, it's often really complex. Like, there's 3 different bins. One of them is for landfill, one of them is for recycling, and one of them is for compost. And they have different size openings to try and prevent different types of items being put in. And it's just a fucking mess. Not withstanding or not thinking about the fact that most of that shit just ends up at the landfill anyways. Some actual recycling happens, but a lot of it is fake. And that's a truth that a lot of people don't want to face, but if you do the research, you can find the truth. That recycling isn't a scam, but it's not as effective, and it doesn't happen as much as you think it does. So, I want to tell 2 stories real quick. One of them doesn't revolve around recycling, but it revolves around just insufferable Seattle women. Thursday, I was in Seattle getting my morning coffee, and there was only one barista working at the time, and there were 3 people in line, whatever. And he wasn't working particularly quickly, but I don't blame him because he's a fucking minimum wage employee. I don't expect the moon from these people. I get a little upset when sometimes they mess up my coffee order, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I know how much you're struggling right now. I have so much compassion for the working class because I am a struggling working class person. So he's moving slow. I'm second in line. There was a 3rd lady behind me in line, and she just is huffing and not sitting still and just looking at him, and then engages me, and he's like, God, he's moving so slow. And I really just wanted to be like, what do you expect, lady? It's a minimum wage barista working by himself right now. You know, and I just said, I just kind of shrugged and didn't really say much because, like, I know I did. I said, well, he is working alone, but I really wanted to just be rude to this lady, but I chose peace instead and just tried to get through the situation. That's fine, whatever. But then later that same day, I was grabbing a sandwich with the general contractor that I occasionally work for. And we were done at the sandwich shop, and I had a cup of water because I generally don't drink soda. I primarily just drink coffee, water, and kombucha. God, I fucking love kombucha. Oh my God, that shit is the best. Getting sidetracked. No, I'm not getting sidetracked because it's absolutely connected. As I was leaving, the trash and the recycling and all of that nonsense is by the door. I put my tray on top of the trash can, and I put my little papery type cup in the recycle hole container thing. This random lady in line, just fucking out of nowhere, I don't think you can recycle that. And I look up at her and I'm just like, in that moment, I was just like, I don't fucking care. I have so much shit weighing me down, stressing me the fuck out. I don't need a random fucking stranger telling me what to do. Mind your own fucking business, lady. No, I didn't say that. Because again, I chose peace. I just looked at her and I said, I believe you, and left. Because I wasn't going to argue, not at all, with these unsufferable Seattle broads. They are the worst. Ugh. Like, lady, if you care that much, grab it out of the fucking recycling and put it in the right place yourself. You see, that's the problem. So many people will speak up, but they won't actually do shit. That's just the virtue signaling, fake ass champagne socialist people in Seattle. If you actually care about something, go make a difference. Go actually do something. But to bring the kombucha back into it, this is actually a big complaint of mine that I have, is that because of health codes, the government telling restaurants how they have to operate their business, I am often not allowed to bring my own beverages into a restaurant. Obviously, they would like to sell their own beverages and make their own extra money, but if they only sell soda and I like kombucha, I think I should totally be allowed to just bring my own drink into a sandwich shop. I understand that restaurants might not want to allow that, but I just hate that the excuse is always health code. It's always the health code won't allow you to. But you know what? Like, fuck the health code. It would have been a lot easier to recycle my glass bottle that I know is recyclable than it would have been to just deal with that stupid fucking paper cup with the waxy film on it. Like, why are we even using that stupid fucking shit? Why aren't more restaurants just using glass fucking jars and glass jars? Where do I have one? It doesn't have to be like this big, but like a smaller mason jar. Boom. They have dishwashers. They have to have a dishwasher there, right? Because they have the little plastic tray things. But it's just like all of these stupid hoops and stupid bureaucracy just makes everything so much more complicated and actually yields a worse outcome. Instead of letting me bring my glass beverage into a sandwich shop, now I'm using this stupid fucking fake paper cup that can't be recycled and just adding more to the landfill. I do care about the planet. I really do. I do worry about all the things that are being sprayed in our skies and sprayed in our farmlands. And I worry about, what else? All the things. Corporations dumping their trash into oceans and rivers. And I do worry about that. But when I am so fucking stressed that I can hardly exist, how can I be a better steward to the planet? That's my dilemma. That's my conundrum. And it's also frustrating because I'm relatively articulate and eloquent. I do lose my cool, but I can also be very calm and composed. And so when I display that, people think, oh, you're just exaggerating. You're just making it up. Which is like, it's gaslighting, and it's dismissive. It also creates, and I'll end the video here, a really perverse incentive for people. Because if I don't act crazy, people think I'm actually faking. And that like adds another layer of injury and wound to my struggle. Oh, you're just faking, or you're just blowing it out of proportion, or just man up. Oh man, a lot of people are struggling right now, and I hope we can find some peace and some common ground, and I hope we can stop letting the ruling class divide us, because they're doing so good right now. Fuck the parasites. Much love.